Guys, check this out.
Yeah, dude.
I was just reading this article. Do you know that animals die prematurely in zoos?
Dude,
It's so sad.
that's crazy.
Man.
I was reading something, it was saying that penguins, they live longer when they're held in captivity rather than when they're living in the wild. Like, that just mind blow.
Wow, dude,
Mind
penguins,
blowing, man.
man.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Penguins.
actually, I think I saw a video last week of a video of a penguin that could fly. And the species
No
was kept in
way.
a zoo.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
Really?
I think the environment for a zoo, I heard this, but the environment for a zoo is really different. It's a lot warmer than what they're used to.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard that
That's
it's
intriguing.
because of adaptation. They're forced to adapt because they see predators that they normally won't see in the wild.
That makes sense because, like, in the zoo they have, they have tigers and lions.
Yeah, like
you know, they don't have
like-
that stuff.
There's usually like polar bears and such in the wild. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Wow.
Alright, as we can see here, this is the sad state of our society, where 99% of the facts we hear are false.
No, Dennis, what the? Did you just make that statistic up?
What? Shut up, it doesn't matter. You're in freeze frame right now.
Oh.
Alright. Anyways, that is why we can't take everything we hear as fact, and we have to really ask ourselves, where did this information come from?
Why do we have a tendency to accept everything we read or hear as a fact? It turns out that the human brain is responsible for this. According to a study conducted at the University of Western Australia, weighing the plausibility of a message is more difficult than just accepting it. It requires additional motivational and cognitive resources. In other words, our brains can be lazy. If we are already biased one way or another, or if the information is very convincing, our brains want to believe it even more. In Just Mercy, the townspeople almost immediately accept Walter's guilt, even in the face of strong counter-evidence. As the media continued to spit out sensationalized stories, the people accepted them as facts. One stark example of this is when Judge Key tells Stevenson that Walter is one of the biggest drug dealers in all of South Alabama. Most people were biased against Walter because of his race, and the lack of other murder suspects made it quite easy for most people to accept both Walter's guilt and sensationalized stories about his criminal adventures.
So, how can you spot a reliable fact when you're reading the news or a magazine? The most important thing to do is to check the source of the statement. For example, if you read that 70% of people who eat a lot of salad die young, you should probably check where that statistic came from. If there's no source or study cited, chances are that fact is made up. Secondly, consider whether the source would have a reason to be biased. For example, if that fact came from the National Association Against Salad, chances are it's biased. Delivery. Hi, wrong room. I'll just leave this here, sorry. That's awkward. A third way you can check the reliability of a source or article is by visiting fact-checking websites like Snopes.com. Although these websites may not always contain information on what you're looking for, they're a good place to start. Stay safe out there, folks.
Alright, everybody, let's take, for example, these sad individuals.
Don't move.
Penguins actually learn how to fly when they're in zoos because the environment's totally different and the climate's usually a lot warmer.